Hello. Hello. Hello.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, and if not, welcome back. It's your girl Chamia, and I'm here with another video. Today's video is just going to be all about how I built a relationship with myself. Now, if you guys are not new to my channel, you know my previous video I talked about why I'm not dating in my 20s. In the video before that, I talked about how 2024 was just a lot for me, and I'm pretty sure it was a lot for you. And the start of 2025, it just keeps getting worse. Okay, it's just getting worse ever since a certain someone got into the office. There has just been nothing but tragedy in America. So this year we are just prioritizing ourselves and our mental health and just putting ourselves first, because if we don't do it, who else will? Nobody. Okay, today we're just going to be talking about how to build a relationship with yourself, and this just means like how to be comfortable with yourself and not really, I guess, rely on other people, rely on relationships, rely on the people around you for like self-regulation or fun, or just not to rely on other people or outside sources for happiness, self-regulation, and just like how to be comfortable being alone. And without further ado, let's get right on into it. Great way to start with building a relationship with yourself is to actually date yourself. I know we all see those videos where they're like, take yourself out on a solo date, go places by yourselves, and like go sit down and eat by yourself and have a drink by, go to the bar by, you know, do everything by yourself. If you're like me, or usually if you're watching this video, you probably are like me, and like being out in public kind of makes you anxious when you're alone. Not really like going to a store or whatever, but kind of like sitting at a restaurant is a little bit awkward to me, like alone, I guess. Like, I feel like that would be weird. Like, I don't know if it's like maybe like a carry out slash restaurant. I guess all restaurants have carry out, but you know the difference between like an actual like restaurant and like, you know, I don't know how to describe it, but hopefully you know what I mean. It's a little bit weird to like go somewhere and just like sit there alone, and like, if you're like me, I'm probably going to scroll on my phone and just like dissociate anyway. So that's not what I mean by take yourself on a date or like date yourself. What I mean is like do things that you want to do alone and like make it like a date. So like, for example, candle making. If you like candle making, if that's something you always want to try, how about you take a class? That would be a great little solo date for yourself, and you could like make a whole day out of it. First you're gonna go get breakfast, then you're gonna go to the class, and then you might go pick up some dinner, come home, and watch a movie. That's a great solo date idea in my opinion. If you guys saw my reel about my birthday, when I took myself out for my birthday last year, I went to the spa by myself. That is something that I would consider a solo date. I'm by myself, I'm doing something that I know that I will really enjoy, and I really did enjoy my own company. I didn't have to worry about someone being late. I didn't have to worry about my ride. I didn't have to worry about picking someone up. I didn't have to worry about them bringing everything that they needed. I just had to bring myself and what I needed and what I wanted, and I got to do everything I wanted to do and everything I needed to do. So that's what I mean by date yourself, or like take yourself out on a solo date. Just do things that you want to do. Chamia did what Chamia wanted to do. So yeah, you don't have to physically like get dressed up and go somewhere to consider a solo date. You can do something in the house. You can do like a little movie night. You can do a little self-care day. Anything where you're really like pampering yourself and treating yourself is the definition of, or in my definition, a solo date. But if you are into going out to restaurants and like getting dressed up and doing those things by yourself, by all means definitely do that if that's where you are in your journey. Me personally, I'm just not that into it. If I want to go out to eat, I want to go out with company, so that's just not something I would do. But if that's something you're interested in, definitely check it out. Get dressed up, put your makeup on, put your heels on, put that dress on, and just go. Another thing you can do is cook. You can learn a new recipe. There are plenty of recipes on TikTok. Now that it's back, we don't have to like emergency save all of our recipes on TikTok anymore. You can try a new recipe, cook something fun, do some baking, bake yourself a cake. Like, those are fun things you can do and still be considered like a date. Another thing that I started doing in the beginning of my journey of kind of like finding myself and like building that strong relationship with myself is I reviewed my old diary entries. I don't know about you guys, but I was a big writer in like middle school and even some in high school. So I revisited those diary entries that I made like back in 2010, 2011, when I was like 9, 10. You know, all those ages, and kind of like got back into the headspace of where I was at that time. and I just like, I learned a lot about myself. Like, I was very emotional, I was hilarious, and I always had something to talk about. And that's something that I rediscovered like recently, like especially like in high school. I was like, I don't know how it got in my head, like I'm just super quiet, laid back, chill girl type. Like when I read those entries, I was like, wow, where is she? So like those things, like looking back on like maybe old drawings that you may have done, old diary entries, old pictures even, to kind of like get you back in that headspace of like who you are, things that you're into, that is actually like really beneficial to building that or rebuilding that relationship with yourself. Just getting to know yourself and what you like and what you did like, what you didn't like, what you do like now, how things have changed. That's really important to like building that relationship with yourself, so you're also building that trust and like you're really like relearning yourself in that way. Yeah, by reading those diary entries, you're kind of getting to know yourself in like the most intimate way, because when you're writing, you're just writing what you're thinking, you're just writing straight off the dome. You're not like thinking about what you're writing, you're just doing, it's just going, the pen is moving. If you're like me, that pen just be going, and it definitely went back in the day. Like it went. Like I had pages on pages on pages to read, and that's actually something that I did last year when I was, you know, on that solo date on my birthday. I reread like a lot of those entries again, because I like to revisit very often like my childhood self and like get back in that mindset and like remind myself of who I am. And I still journal to this day. Like I be journaling, I be writing everything, not as much as I used to, but definitely I've gotten back into it. But yeah, like getting to know yourself in that way is like super important. And just seeing like how far you've grown and how far you've come and the things that you've overcome and like things that you just forget about. Like I'm not gonna go into detail, but yeah, a lot has changed in the years. But yeah, another thing you can do while we're on the topic of journaling and like rereading those diary entries, you can start journaling again. Like pick up that pencil, pick up that pen, start doodling, write some words. What's the first thing that comes to mind? What are some things you want to work on? Just start writing anything. I'm not really a fan of prompts. I do enjoy a good prompt when I'm like in the mood for one, but when I'm journaling, like I just kind of write whatever. I kind of like, it's like a mix of manifesting and a mix of like my current feelings. So like if you want to do like a journal video, like I'd love to do that, because I actually want to start junk journaling. That's off topic, but yeah, if you just pick up that pencil and just start going, it will come to you. Don't overthink it, just write whatever. Literally, it's your book. You have to remember this, like it's your pen, it's your page, it's your canvas. You can put anything you want on it. There are no rules to it. There's no you have to do this, have to do that, put this on there. You don't have to write about anything except for what you want to write. And that's the beauty of journaling. You can just put down anything. If you're emotional, put those emotions on the page. If you remember something, put it on the page. If something crazy happened yesterday and you just don't know what to do, write it down. Get it out of your brain, because that is how you get over things. And like by writing it down, you give yourself the opportunity to, one, express yourself, and also really process what you're writing and what you're going through at that current time. So definitely start writing, definitely start journaling. I am a huge advocate for journaling, not even for mental health, but just for like fun and just like to build that relationship with yourself, to get to know yourself, because no one knows you like you do, and sometimes you forget about yourself, and that's real. Like, so put it on the page so you can revisit it and just reconnect with yourself, because there are times where years will go by and you'll be like, dang, like how was I back in this age? Or like, you know, you'll have pictures of course, but it's different when you can actually put yourself back in that mindset. There's nothing compared to it, nothing. So definitely pick up that pen, okay? So while I was revisiting like my younger self and the things I used to do and the different things I used to enjoy doing and different projects that I would take up as a child, I realized that I really loved painting. I loved drawing. Like I used to draw all the time. I couldn't draw that well. Well, comparing myself, I would always compare myself to like everyone else who could like really draw, in my opinion. But you know, I could draw a little bit. I used to doodle a lot. That has definitely stopped. I don't draw like at all. And that brings me to my next topic. You definitely want to pick up a new hobby, pick up a new skill, something that isn't like academic related, something that isn't like super educational. Just do something fun and creative and make it your hobby. Make it like your go-to like decompression routine. Like, I started painting, and I'll put some pictures up of different things that I've done recently, but I got like a little $30 Amazon painting kit and I have just been painting. I've been painting, I've been drawing, I've been finding inspiration on Pinterest and just like recreating it and putting like my own spin on it. By finding hobbies, you're kind of just like getting out of your head. Like, I feel like that's what it is, like just getting out of your head and just allowing yourself to be. And when you allow yourself to do that, you're kind of building trust with yourself. So that is how you build the relationship with yourself. All relationships start with trust. Without trust, there is no relationship. So you want to build the trust with yourself. You don't have to be the best artist. You don't have to be Picasso, okay? Pick up the brush, start painting. If you don't like painting, you can do something else, like do yoga. I love yoga. I love yoga. When I'm feeling icky or like weird in my body, like I get naked, literally get naked, get on my yoga mat, and I do yoga. That is one way that I have really reconnected with my body, reconnected my mind, and just like move. Another way of exercise as well. Like, it's just amazing. I love yoga. But anyway, this video is not about yoga. It's about building that relationship. So yeah, definitely pick up a new hobby. I realized I love to paint. I love to color. I started using like those little coloring books that I saw on TikTok. I got them on Amazon, and got like those alcohol markers. Love those. It's so much fun. Very great for decompression, and it just gets you back into that like inner child. Like, you don't have to color in between the lines. Everything doesn't have to be one color. I've started blending colors. I've started doing patterns. These are things that I never thought to do, like when I was younger and I would like color in coloring books, or I would draw. I would make everything so like realistic, and I feel like that's where I lost the joy in like coloring and drawing. I wanted everything to be so realistic. I used to love like when my other friends could like draw these like super fun characters that looked like real people. I'm like, oh my gosh, how do you do that? But when I would draw, it would look like people, but like off. Like, you could tell it's definitely a person, but I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, it was just weird. And like, getting out of that perfection mindset really helped me like get over like not liking what I saw, like when I was drawing, doing different things. If something didn't come out right, oh well, that was it. Pick up new hobbies. It'll just heal that inner child. And just like, there's other things. I started doing pickleball with my friends. We would go to the park playing pickleball. I never knew that I would like pickleball. I don't even like tennis. It's basically just tennis on a short court. Never thought I would ever play that. Like, ever. But it's really fun. Like, just try new things, because these things that you enjoy, these things that you find that you are like kind of cool, that you're kind of into, that is what makes you you. And at the end of the day, like, building a relationship with yourself is just about showing up for yourself in whatever way that is. So if you need to move your body, do some yoga, play some pickleball, like go for a run, go for a walk. Having hobbies and doing what you love isn't about just keeping busy. It isn't about like just doing something just to do it. It's about just showing up for yourself and showing yourself that you can enjoy your own company. You don't need another person to feel whole. You don't need another person or outside source to feel fulfilled. Having these other outlets just builds you up and just makes you a more well-rounded person at the end of the day. Yeah, the more you pour into yourself, it just shows like you don't need that validation from other people, and there's nothing you can't do, because most of the time we're seeking validation from people who don't even deserve to be in our presence. Like, let's be for real. Let's be for real, please. So all of these tips are just here to help you get back to you, validate yourself, love yourself, and just be okay. Like, be okay being yourself, because it is okay. There is no other you. There's no other me. No one else can do the things that you can do. So why not just do it? Why not just do it? And if you needed a sign to start, this is it. I love you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. And if you want to see more of me, definitely visit my channel and click on anything. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and give me a big thumbs up if you like the video. I look forward to seeing you guys, and bye bye.